Sidequest. Sidequest. Sidequest.
All right. So, Blessy, did you make an intro for today?
Bro, you must. Do you want to fight?
Kind of, sometimes.
Because whenever I fight a man, it's nuts or nothing.
Oh, yeah. Nuts or nothing. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, everybody. This is Playing on Easy's Sidequest 2. Chainsaw Man Episode 2. It is me and my lovely co-host, Blessy, who only goes for nuts. Nuts or nothing, right?
Nuts or nothing, yo.
We just finished watching Episode 2 of Chainsaw Man, which was pretty good. Pretty good. Do you want to do scores before or do you want to do after? Last time I think I did it after I talked about it.
That's fine.
Okay. So in episode 2, we follow the continuation adventures of Denji, as he has now become a half devil, half human.
Dingy like me for real.
Huh?
I said dingy like me for real.
Yeah, no, exactly. And he continues on his journey of trying to live a normal life. I don't know how normal it is that he's going to live with the way that things are going, but we get to see him continue on living, and as the episode continues on, we see him meet new people and start working for the Devil Hunters Association or Guild or whatever it's called. And so, yeah, that is pretty much the synopsis of the episode. Great episode, my opinion. What are some of the things that you liked most about the episode, Blessy?
Okay. So I'm just gonna say it. Makima, so fucking hot, bro. Like, so fucking hot. There's a part where she's like, I need a dog who's either gonna wolf for me, say yes for me, and never say no, and I'm like, wolf.
Yeah.
Like, she's literally so hot.
Yeah.
The episode was good. I really like Denji here. A lot of people, before Chainsaw Man came out, I didn't read the manga, of course. I was actually told, since I started watching the anime first, that I should finish the anime first. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that. But a lot of people told me I would not like Denji as a character. However, Denji is so down to earth in what he wants. Like, this man wants a nice life and he wants to touch some titties. How can you not like this man?
Every man's dream. Every man's
He's
dream.
he's the stereotypical guy, honestly.
Yeah, no, he's very much down to earth. I agree with you on that one.
There's just something about him that I do seem to like. Also, I wasn't here for the first episode, but I will say I really like the voice acting in this anime. I really like the animation. I think they did a really good job there. Uh, so yeah, Denji's life basically gets saved by Makima, and then Makima puts him to work for the Devil Hunters Society, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
Basically, from the looks of this episode, it looks like Makima is kind of like one of the, like, maybe the sergeant or like the captain, the head of the Devil Hunters. You also get introduced to what's his name?
Aki.
Hockey, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
there's two characters other than Makima. We find out her name in this one because I don't think she said her name in the first episode. And then we get two other characters that we get introduced to, which are Aki and what's the second one?
no.
No, you want to
No,
wait?
no, no,
You
no,
want to
no.
wait on that? Okay,
No, no,
okay.
no, 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 no. That one comes later, bro.
Okay.
That one definitely comes later.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, you meet Makima and her right hand man, basically, right?
Yeah.
And she takes her right hand man and she sends Denji out on like patrol, and it was cool. And then like they get into it obviously because they're both. Who wouldn't be simping for Makima? Come on, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? They both like her. They both
Yeah.
get into a little scuffle, and then that's whenever like you find out Denji's all about the nuts or nothing in a
Yeah.
fight. Um,
Yeah. Aki sucker punches Denji. Denji's like, "Yeah, I'm here to, get Makima, and that's it. That's what I'm here for. I don't care about the rest." And then so he tells him like to quit, and then Denji gets up and just starts wailing on this guy's nuts and says, "I learned when I fight a dude to always that's nuts or nothing."
here's the thing. Everyone questions whether Denji takes things as seriously as they do. Like everybody's always got their ulterior motive. Um, Hagi seems like he is out for revenge. Uh, they tell you that the police are obviously protecting their families. Everybody seems to have a motive, and so Denji's motives come into question. However, just because his motives aren't as strong as theirs, does that mean that he's not as serious about it? I don't think so. Because you got to think of who Denji is and where he come from. He's never had money. He's a man of poverty, right? So like for him to all he has to do is hunt devils and he gets the best toast in the world and all the food that he could want, and then he has a goal of like just touching some titties, man.
Yeah. No,
Like
here's a
his goals are simple, but that doesn't mean he's not serious about them.
yeah. Now here's a question I have for you, which I asked myself and kind of the viewership on the first one. If in the first episode you see Denji fighting devils, and I understand it was the Yakuza that would bring the devils to him, but why didn't he just keep hunting devils and make the money that he owed to the Yakuza?
Because the Yakuza turned their back on him and tried to set him up in the first episode, if
Yeah,
I'm not
no, I
mistaken.
know, but like before that, because he had been fighting and
That's what
hunting
he was
devils for
doing.
them for a while. But
That's why he
like,
was doing it, was to pay off his debt.
yeah, it's just to me, I wonder why he didn't try and join that association before. But it may have been that he had a devil with him, you know?
Well, see, the thing is before he kind of was working under the Yakuza name,
Yeah, that's
uh,
true.
and now he's been saved by Makima and the
Yeah,
Devil Hunters.
but
So
here's the thing: did he really get saved by Makima? Like, I know that you like Makima. I personally find
the
her
thing
sketchy as fuck.
is, as of right now, he has been saved by Makima.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, no, for sure he's been saved, but to what
just
end?
like she
That's
saved the other guy's life.
yeah, to what end? That's where
I'm
I
not
question
sure.
it, cuz
I,
like she even tells him like he has to work here or else we put him down like a devil.
well, yeah, because he's special. He's
Yeah.
half human and half devil, so either he works there or she's gonna put him down because she's a boss, bro. Like, huh?
Yeah, but at that point like he's not a free person. He's just her like
Exactly. She's in control. She is, yeah.
yeah, see,
She
I don't
she's
like that.
she's the big man on campus is Makima, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what she's supposed to be. She's definitely like the mommy vibe, Dami mommy type
Dummy mommy. Yeah. No, I get
waifu.
you.
She's definitely a Dami mommy type waifu, but she's so fucking good, and they've portrayed her so fucking well so far.
Yeah.
Um, however, she's not my favorite
Yeah.
whenever it comes to the female characters that we know of now.
Yeah, hold on. We'll get to that one. So, as the episode continues, and by the way, if anybody's here and you don't want spoilers, go watch the episode. It's only 30 minutes long. and then come back and listen. You get Aki and Denji going on a mission to fight a fiend that's in a house, and Denji they kind of have a confrontation about um killing uh devils. You know, like Denji kills this devil with an axe instead of using his power, and he kind of tells him like, "Hey, you know that could have been me. I don't want to kill him without, you know, I wanted to make it painless as possible." And like Aki, that's where you kind of learn that his whole family died from devil. We don't know which one, which I think will be interesting to find out later. And as we know, not all of the devils are evil, because obviously Pochita wasn't evil.
Pochita, the cutest fucking dog
Yeah.
ever.
So like it begs the question of, and I wrote this down, what are the fiends? What made them? Where do they come from? Like I'm hoping that the anime will like
So
show.
they've kind of already explained that what a fiend is, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a devil that has taken the body of a corpse. So essentially, after I guess a human passes away, the devil can then embody the corpse, and
Yeah.
then that's whenever it becomes a fiend. However, which I guess we'll get to this in a minute, but the one that they fought in that building, and what he said whenever he was explaining what a fiend was, they're supposed to have characteristic type heads.
Yeah, two heads, right? I think is what he said.
Right. No,
Yeah.
just characteristic type heads.
Okay.
So like I'll point something out here in a minute, but just keep that in mind for a second.
Okay. So they fight, and then Denji explains to him that he just wants friends because he's never had friends, even if that means a fiend, which is a very interesting thing to say because that's his job is to hunt these things. But yet, if one was not evil, evil in whatever they're saying they are, because again, we know what they are. We know that they're considered monsters, but what are they? Like, where do they come from? I was telling Blessy while we were watching it, a lot of this resonates with me from Tokyo Ghoul, where ghouls were considered evil. They were considered these nasty things, and yet there was more to it than that. It wasn't as black and white as, you know, society in the show wanted it to be. So I'll be interested to see in the long run if that ends up being a thing in this. What were you gonna say next?
Huh?
What were you gonna say next?
I'm just listening.
Okay,
I'm
okay. And we find out that even though he wants to be friends with fiends, the real thing is he just wants some opie, some big old opie. Um. So we continue on. We find out that the real reason why Denji didn't want to kill the the fiend with his powers is because there was a bunch of porn on the floor, and he wanted
bro,
some for himself.
bro didn't want to spill the blood on the porn, so he
Yep,
didn't go to devil form.
yep. He saw it as soon as he walked in, which Aki apparently didn't notice, and he was just like, "Nope, I gotta do it clean. Gotta make sure it doesn't get on there." So they get back to the office. Or do they go? Does it show the apartment scene first? Is that first or is that after?
That, that's first.
Okay, so they go back to the apartment. And you get to see Denji kind of making this toast with like all the things he's ever
So
wanted.
so here's the thing. They go back. Makima ends up basically saying that Denji's gonna have to be um looked after at all times, and basically that's whenever she says either, you know, one or two things is gonna happen here. And then they actually move in or move
Together.
him in with Hockey into his apartment, and they show them not really getting along because Denji's a fucking degenerate, And, uh, but yeah, that's where you get to see like Denji's getting this super toast that he makes with all this jam and stuff on it. He's never had toast this great, and that's all he's ever wanted was really good toast. And now, he's getting his toast.
Yeah, it's such a cute part because like this is a he's still a kid. Like he's not even like really a man. He's still a kid, like maybe young man, who all he's ever wanted is a normal life. And so here he is, he gets his toast, he gets to bathe, which he's never gotten to because, he was poor and lived in a shack. He gets to be tired and not worry about like being hungry. I mean, it's such a like nice way of showing like he technically already has his dream. So what
He has,
happens
yeah,
now?
he has what he wants. He has but it's not his full dream.
Yeah. But what happened? That's the
That's
thing
what he
like
wants. Like
yeah.
that's what he needs in life is a better life. But
Yeah.
what he wants, he still is fighting for.
Yeah, which is I was bringing up to Leslie again during the episode. I wonder, is this anime going to be a happy ending, or is this going because like it's set up to be like it could go one of two ways. He could continue doing what he's doing and live that normal life and all that, but with my experience of animes, he could also just as well end in tragedy, which I will be very interested to see what happens in the long run. I mean, this anime is really really getting like I mean, it's really good.
It could still go anyway, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to. I'm
There's
just
not there's
seeing
not much that I mean, that he turns into Chainsaw Man. You
yeah.
know that he now works for the Devil Hunters. You
Yeah.
know that he's being looked after really closely
We know that he's looking after
because
that
he's
opal
half.
really closely.
You know he wants to touch some titties. Uh, and that's basically all you really know. Oh, and you also know that he has a partner now.
Yep. So they go back after the scene of all the stuff at the apartment, and Makima tells Denji that he has a partner now, and his partner is Go ahead.
The best character in this anime, hands down, is Power.
I have to
Power is
agree.
so fucking
I
cool,
even
man.
I even wrote it down in big letterings on my notes. Power best character.
Power is she's so fucking crazy, but it's so cute.
Yeah, I personally can't wait to know what her backstory is and Aki's. Um,
However, all right, so
Go ahead.
also Power waifu material also. Um, here's the thing. Remember how I said to remember or to keep in mind the fiend situation and how the character is supposed to have characteristic head, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Power's a fiend.
yeah,
Why ain't her head all messed up like the one in the house?
that's a good question, which I suppose we'll find out with the backstory of why it's not like that.
I mean, Power looks like a normal girl. She's hot. Don't get me wrong, she is also hot. But she is batshit crazy. I love Power. She's so cool.
Yeah, no, that's that. Well, bringing up the characteristics of the devils. So we know Aki is not a fiend. He's just
Yeah.
he's just normal.
Or I mean, we
We
don't
assume, we
necessarily
assume.
know.
Yeah, we assume that
Yeah.
he's normal. Here's the thing: all the fiends and stuff that we've seen, they had weird eyes. Every single one. Here's my question to you: Why did Denji's eyes not change?
Because you're looking
Power
into the eyes too much.
Power has weird
So,
eyes.
so are you trying to say Makima is is a devil or a fiend?
I think so.
That's not necessarily true.
It may not be, but I mean,
You can't.
There's been
If
characters
there's
where
one thing in anime that you cannot go on, though, it's literally the eyes.
yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, I just noticed it, okay? I just noticed it.
I
I'm just
mean,
bringing
fair
it up.
point. Fair point. It seems to me like because Power and Makima have similar eyes. You're, I
Yeah,
mean, that is obvious. Um, but I think they just do that because they're female.
maybe. I just think of like Mandaru Uchiha and stuff like that. When I see stuff like that, I'm like, weird eyes. Sasuke, weird eyes. Naruto, weird. Like, when somebody has power, usually it's like,
I mean, Goji had weird eyes too, but
yeah, exactly. So it's just,
so did CL from Black Butler.
yeah. So it's just something I wrote down. I thought was funny. Also,
I mean, you might be onto something, but
tell me you did not think of what's that movie back in the day? Camp, oh, the one, it has Ben Stiller in it, and they have like buddy system.
heavyweights,
Yeah, heavyweights. Buddy, because
bro.
when she's like, okay, we got a buddy system, you're gonna have a partner and you gotta do the buddy system, all I thought in my head was buddy.
I didn't think of that at all, but
Oh, I told.
I do
Yeah,
actually really love that movie. That's a
yeah.
good movie.
No, it's a great
Heavyweights
movie.
is a classic, bro.
Yeah. Um. So then it continues. They go out on their first patrol. Denji gets told Power has to stay on top of the buildings because her horns are too noticeable, and if they run into trouble, which they do, they run into some cops. That they are to tell them that they're part of the special task force or whatever. They have their badge and everything. And so Denji's like, they're looking for a devil to fight or whatever, or a fiend, and
They
he's
can't
like,
find any.
yeah, and he realizes that he thinks that Aki screwed him over, so that he would never find anything to fight, and that he would have to lose his job. And Power's like just sitting there being crazy, like, find me something to kill, which is fantastic. Such a great character. And then she well, no, before that, Denji's like, well, it's okay that she's crazy because as long as she's hot. And so he's devising a plan to touch her boobs. That is his
As
whole goal.
always.
Is his
As
whole goal
always.
is to try and touch Power's boobs, which is friggin' hilarious. So they're on top of the roof. Power smells blood, and she just books it. She just books
Like a
it.
bloodhound, she is
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. She books it off this roof. We see that her wrist. I don't know if she cut her wrist or if it's already cut, but we see that the blood comes out and it forms a hammer. So she probably has blood manipulation powers, is what I'm guessing.
It's a big ass hammer too.
Yeah, big ass hammer, and she just slams it down on.
Smashes this big ass
Yeah,
fucking demon thing.
it's the sea cucumber devil.
There's literally a guy in a phone booth talking about the sea cucumber devil, and then next thing you know, there's just a bunch of purple goo everywhere from where
Yeah,
she smashed its head in, and she
yeah,
screams like a mad woman.
yeah,
She's batshit crazy, and it's so hot.
yeah. It was pretty fantastic the way that ended, and so um, I think that was the end of the episode, right?
That's the end of the
Yeah.
episode.
So the episode ends, and man, what an episode! Just the whole thing. We got a lot of action in the first
A
episode. We
lot
got,
happens in these episodes real fast.
yeah. I am
It's got a
interested.
very nice pace.
Yeah, I am interested after the anime's done, if you read the manga, to see like your comparison between the two. Like what you think.
So, from what I know, they're uh they're pretty spot on to each other.
Okay.
Like I remember the scene where I pointed out how he was hunched over in the room.
Yeah, in the room of the apartment, you
Yeah,
said that was.
that's literally from the manga. Like that
Yeah.
shot is in the manga.
Yeah.
So
And
they've kept a pretty good one for one scale, I would say so far.
yeah, and I'm glad for that because I mean it really has come a far way that a lot of anime, manga, and all that, they have been like doing that with certain animes that come out, and I think they should stick with the source material. I mean, look at um, uh, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting the name? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Like Full Metal Alchemist, the original was really good.
Mid, mid,
What, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
mid. Give it a.
Really, you didn't like it?
It's mid.
Okay, well that whatever. Not the point that I was making, but I was saying like Brotherhood did better than Full Metal Alchemist because they went off on their own with the end of Full Metal Alchemist, while Brotherhood followed the actual manga. Um, same with same with not maybe in the later season, but the beginning seasons of My Hero were really really loved and cherished because it followed the manga. So
Yeah.
like it is kind of good when like anime studios decide to do
I
that. And I
mean,
mean the studio that does this Mappa, they're pretty good at what they do. Like um but yeah, I am going to let Blessy say what he gives this episode first.
right. So I really enjoy what I've seen so far. I really enjoyed the first episode. I thought it was a good amount of action to story to like backstory to kind of get the ball rolling. Uh, this episode I actually really like it as well. Again, a lot of story, uh, a good amount of action, and not even like long action scenes, but the action that you do see is awesome. So I'm gonna go with like probably an 8 out of 10 on this episode. I really like Chainsaw Man, bro. I
Yeah.
cannot I cannot discredit this at all at the moment. Um, I'm gonna go with the 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, while we're at it, since you have watched the first episode, what do you give the first episode? Since I didn't really get to get you in that one.
I'll
What
give that one probably a 7.5 out of 10, honestly.
Okay. Yeah. So I gave the first episode an 8. I am also going to give this one an 8. Probably a high 8. I would say a high 8 because Power was just fantastic
Power's
of an
awesome.
intro.
Power's amazing.
Yeah, like the intro to Power was just fantastic. And so I think that this deserves an 8. Even if you don't like anime, I think that you would get a kick out of this anime. Like there's just some anime out there that are just good for everyone, and I think this one is going to be one of those anime that are just fantastic all around. As long as they keep doing what they're doing. It could always take a turn, unfortunately.
I
Um,
I don't I don't think it could get any no. I
yeah.
don't see it. I don't see it falling off anytime soon.
No, I don't either, but yeah, I don't know. Also, since we're at it, the intro, as I brought up last time, was fire again, and this time we get a different outro. Time left by Zutameo, which I probably said that wrong, and again I apologize. I am terrible at words. What did you think of the opening and ending?
All right, so the opening is the same, right? Um, but the ending is definitely going to be different for every episode.
Yeah,
Uh, I, okay, so, all right. It's no secret. I've watched all 4 episodes so far.
yeah, I haven't.
I have not heard a bad song yet. I think they're all really catchy. They're all bops. Um, they all actually seem to fit the end of the episode really well, to be honest. Like the way the episode ends and then it just goes into like this different ending than what you're used to. It just all seems to flow really well in my opinion. I really enjoy it. I like it. I
Yeah,
also like the fact that I'll never expect to know what's coming at the end of an episode. That's always a good thing.
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't watch openings and endings, so like I will probably add on here most of the time because I do watch the opening and endings, and
Well, it's
I've
anime. You have to.
yeah, there's still people that don't. Like a perfect example, One Piece you don't really want to because the first 5 minutes of an episode is the intro, but like you want to watch it at least once. But I mean, I don't suggest watching it every time, or else you're just
Yeah.
wasting time. But then
Well, yeah.
there's
No, if it doesn't change, then obviously you only got to watch it once.
Yeah, but then there's animes like Yoma Mushi Pedal, which has a thing at the end. I think even Demon Slayer has stuff at the end of each episode where they do a little
After
vignette.
the credits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, a lot of animes do that.
No, no, not showing the next episode. Like an actual like little thing of like a funny comedy skit after the episode's
Yeah,
done.
a lot of episodes do that,
Yeah, I
or a lot
haven't
of
seen it.
animes do that.
I haven't seen it in a lot of them. Maybe they do it more now. It's been a while since I've been watching a lot of anime, but I'm definitely going to keep on with this one, and it has been fantastic. So,
I've really enjoyed it. It's been amazing.
yeah.
It only gets better from here.
Yeah. So we'll be doing these side quest ones. These side quest ones are only going to focus on just the thing that we're watching. It's not going to be like our normal stuff where we talk about what we've been playing and all that. It's really just going to be just like us getting together, and maybe not all of us, may just be me and Blessy a lot of the time, doing like side quest stuff, like little things and putting them out.
I'm always down for anime talk
Yeah. So
or
yeah,
anything really, but anime for sure.
yeah. Well, thank you for watching it with me, Blessy, and it was a blast. You got anything else that you want to say before we head out?
Yeah, I started streaming, so come check me out on Twitch, BL_SSY. Um, if you haven't already, please like, follow, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Uh, Download the podcast on Spotify if you listen on Spotify. Um, I don't know. We got some things working. We got some things coming up. I got some things personally coming up that I think will be really exciting, and I would like to get everybody involved in some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so you guys heard him. Follow Blessy. I'm gonna put the link in the of course description of here. Yeah, he's got affiliate, so make sure to go show him some love. I also may start streaming again soon. I'm finally getting out of political season, so hopefully me, Silver, and Blessy will be able to get some more content out, just in case if we run, or like more content done, so in case if we run into what happened the last couple weeks where I was super busy, nobody has to feel you know stressed about it or whatever. And yeah, thank you guys for everything that you do, and thank you Blessy for
Yeah,
being
we
here.
appreciate all the support, guys. Honestly, it
Yeah,
means the world to us.
and hopefully you guys will like our side quest episodes. We're gonna be me
I
and
really
Silver.
enjoy this idea. I really
Yeah,
do.
me and
This
Silver are going to be doing a side quest eventually of a he beat Cyberpunk. So that will be our first video game one. And then hopefully I'll be able to get Blessy on a couple once he beats Stray and some other stuff. You know, I'm working on a couple games right now that I may be bringing out something for in the long run. So yeah, we got stuff in the fire. We're gonna we're gonna get it out there.
we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. And remember, it's nuts or nothing.
Nuts or nothing.
Have a good one, guys.
Later.